Hello. By the way, I was talking about The Godfather in the previous video. I thought of two more examples of music in the films which isn't on the soundtrack albums. There's that piece of music at Carlo and Connie's wedding, which is like something like that. And then there's, I don't remember, wasn't there some piece of music when they were like in the car in Havana? And then like there's also like the version of A New Carpet which appears in the film is different from the one on the soundtrack album. So there's also that. Like it's somewhat different. At least I remember like when they're outside on the road. You call it a street or a road? I don't even know. Are those the same thing? But they were looking at the sign, Jenko Olives or something. I don't know. I forgot. Like they were putting up the sign, right? And then a car drives by. So the music in that scene is A New Carpet, but it's different from the one on the soundtrack album. The one they used earlier when they were stealing the carpet, that might have been the one on the soundtrack album, though. I don't know. I love when Don Fanucci says, "Oh no, this is too violent for me." Virtue signaling, I'll tell you what. Well, that's explaining the joke. Guess I didn't need to do that. I should try to find those deleted scenes from The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, because there are lots. They broadcasted them on TV once or twice. Never released them. They've only broadcasted them on television once or twice. They've never released them on any, like, they've never released copies. Like you can find some of them on YouTube. Maybe you can find all of them. Maybe all of them are on YouTube. I've watched a few of them. And I wonder what I would think of The Godfather Part 3 if I rewatched it, because it's been over a year since I watched it. I mean, my opinion of it probably wouldn't change. Maybe I would think it would. Maybe I would be able to appreciate it slightly more. I'm just wondering if like it would be nice to be able to at least recognize the characters, because I mean, I didn't really. It's just I didn't really understand anything. But now that I understand more of The Godfather, I could at least recognize the characters. Like, for instance, Al Neri. I looked on the wiki and he was in The Godfather Part 3. So there's that at least. Dead Ringer plus Ambi plus Kunai equals Pog. I read on the wiki that Ambi was a nickname for the, or like the ambassador is also known as Ambi. Pog. Oh yeah, and about IG Studio, I tend to talk about IG Studio a lot. It's like, well, nothing interesting has really been happening in on IG Studio. Like, there's just the Kiwi Farms thread. Like, there's nothing really interesting. Nope. Nothing at all. And IG Studio hasn't uploaded in a while, I don't think. Yeah, they haven't uploaded since Void Gazers episode 10. I did actually, the other day or so, I don't know, sometime recently, like 1 or 2 days ago, probably like 2 days ago, it was like at night, or something. I listened to Vizzy and the Goldie Witch's Freestyle Fun Time Volume 1. I don't know why it's called Volume 1. Are they going to make a second volume? Doesn't really make any sense. Or just whatever. I guess they're going to make a Volume 2. But anyway, there's no Volume 2. But I remember when it came out, and Durasane tweeted about it on Twitter. Okay, that's a bit redundant. Saying that, like, it was in the middle of it was in between them moving, but it was a long time ago. It was like October. Where were they moving? I don't even remember. I mean, they weren't homeless. that early, were they? No, they weren't. Well, they moved. They moved some... Just whatever. I guess maybe they just moved within Virginia Beach. Is that how it was? But if so, well, they couldn't keep their place for long. Or... I'm confused. I don't remember exactly. Or just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused about the situation. I don't know what that was. Well, what am I doing? What am I doing? I discovered this tweet. I accidentally searched for Vizier and the Golden Witch.bandcamp.com and discovered that Beatrice tweeted on April 3rd, "What are your top 5 Vizier and the Golden Witch songs?" I wish I'd seen that so I could have replied. Now it's been 2 months. It's a bit late to reply now, I suppose. But whatever. Okay, search for this link. Searched the wrong link. In between packing up the house, VA-based rapper and I stopped to drop some freestyles. I think a few were pretty goddamn ill. Yes, I don't know why they were packing up the house. But anyway, so I saw that tweet and I didn't listen to it. So that was September, actually, September 27th. So yeah, it's been 8 months, and I listened to it, and well, it was bad. None of the songs were good, pretty much. Well, was there some lyrics of that were slightly interesting, I think, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, I guess Make You Ghost was the one with, like, the most interesting lyrics, but even then, it was bad. So, these songs were mostly freestyles. Most of it is freestyles, and some of it is written. So that was kind of Whilst listening, I was trying to figure out what was freestyle and what was written. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, frick. I have Frontier Justice, I have that. Oh, cool. Yeah, bleed. Yeah. The Jag. Firing speed, what do you... on the sentry guns? Or just in general, both the pistol and the Frontier Justice and the sentry guns, all of them? Speed boost, is that a thing? Like, by default? What is it that makes that the Holy Mackerel do that? See, still like that even after I go to the... Well, yeah, because this doesn't make it any less... This is not... But still, I mean, what is this? What has happened here? Achievement unlocked. Gun down. Destroy an active sentry gun using your pistol. Today I ate my favorite food, spicy ramen, for the first time in 8 months, approximately. Well, I'm almost done with watching EthoGood and B00's Let's Play of Minecraft Super Hostile: The Kaizo Caverns. My plan is to try to play my plan is to play Infernal Sky 2, which, well, yeah, I mean, that map was made before Kaizo Caverns, and I mean, I've seen nothing of it pretty much aside from a few screenshots. Like, I've seen nothing of it. I've seen no speedrun, no let's play, like, you know. And but like from the screenshots I've seen, it looks interesting. It's probably going to be way too difficult, of course, and all that. And I'm going to be playing on the newest version, so it's going to be broken. But I'm going to do it anyway. Give up after like an hour, and then watch maybe Speedy Cube's speedrun of it. I believe he had a speedrun of it. Then I don't know if any Let's Players. I think neither EthoGood nor B00 Let's played it. I saw this. I stumbled upon this Dream Plays guy, and I thought he was Dream. You know, like the popular Dream Minecraft guy. But no, this is just some smaller dude who happens to have the same name and happens to play Minecraft on YouTube. dream. Yeah. Funny. Alright, so... yeah, Ethos Lab. Yeah, SpeedyCube64 has done a speedrun of it. I'm actually in SpeedyCube64's Discord server, but it's no fun. It's very inactive and no fun. But I am, for what it's worth. SpeedyCube64, he's a really good speedrunner. I rewatched his Kaizo Caverns speedrun yesterday, and it's tremendously impressive. Especially now that I've looked through the entire Kaizo Caverns map, like in spectator mode and everything. Now I really feel like maybe now that I'm a lot more familiar with Kaizo Caverns, I can appreciate his speedrun a lot better. Like, I can actually understand what's going on, and because I didn't understand how anything connected when I watched it the first time. It's kind of like what my social studies teacher used to say, that museums are really boring unless you know a lot about the topic. Like, the more you know about the stuff that's in the museum, the more interesting it is. Used to say, more like said one time, and I remembered it. He did say some pretty interesting things. He had some pretty interesting classes, though I don't remember all that well. I just remember it was some interesting stories. Of course, sometimes I was really frustrated, though. And school sucks. School sucked. Always. But, you know, it wasn't all bad. I'm just saying. Whatever. Oh, is it possible that the lifesteal there saved me? Though the guy, I'm really repeating myself a lot, haven't I? What was the other thing I was gonna say? I don't remember, but SpeedyCube64 is not the speedrunner I watched many years ago. The one I watched many years ago was Absolute Psychopath, who speedran Vex's custom maps. Spellbound Caves. I watched him speedrun Spellbound Caves. Many years ago. And I actually ended up using the music he used in his speedrun of Spellbound Caves. I ended up using that music for one of my Pokemon Glazed videos. Oh yeah, I guess I remember the other thing I was gonna say now. Well, maybe. Whatever. By the way, just a little correction from that video I made a while ago about Ginga-Eiyu Densetsu. Not that I really need to correct this, but whatever. I said that you didn't see Poplin jump out of the window, but actually you do. So I just misremembered. But I haven't watched Absolute Psychopath's speedrun of Sea of Flame 2. I just wasn't interested in seeing his run after I'd watched Speedy Cube 64's run. I noticed he was using a wacky texture pack in his video. Speaking of texture packs, I was watching Zisto, after whom the Zistonian battle signs are named. I was the other day, like a couple of days ago, I was watching, like I was lying in bed and I was watching him play the Kaizo Caverns, but like an old version of Kaizo Caverns, like when the hunger bar still didn't exist, and the wool chests weren't even in glass, in fleecy boxes as they're called. So I was watching him play it, and like I was watching him get the wool in the Grave of the Dragon, and he even at one point he said that he was gonna use a sign to he was so mad that he was gonna, out of spite, use a sign to kill a monster. He didn't end up doing that though, but I guess that's his thing. He just fights monsters with signs sometimes, and that's why Zistonian battle signs were created. That's why they're named after him. But anyway, he was using a wacky texture pack. I mean, it looked cool, like the texture pack he was using. I might want to use a texture pack. It's been, I mean, I haven't used a texture pack in a long time. Or resource pack as they're called now. I was making a resource pack in the summer of 2017 or 18. I don't know. But it's a lot of work to make a resource pack, even if you're only spending like a couple of minutes on each drawing like I was. There's still just so many textures to edit. I used a lot of texture packs when I was younger. I made my own texture pack, like a... Yeah, I made a texture pack when I was younger. Of course, like, not a lot was changed in it, but still. You can see me use it in my old videos. It's really ugly. Like, I even complain about... Like, I was rewatching my Kaizo Caverns Part 1 and Part 2 today. I did that today. And in one of the videos, I complain about... Or, like, I say... This wooden pickaxe looks like a wooden axe. And it's like, you drew it! You drew it! I was more creative when I was younger. Yeah, just I've lost all my creativity. I was doing wacky stuff back then, like adding an extra like crease or whatever you'd call it to the bread. And I made the zombies have like a nosebleed. And I made the creepers just cyan. And yeah, and just yeah. Just a lot of weird stuff. Well, I guess not so weird, but I did a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do today. Like I wrote 80AP, which is the name of my server, on the signs. Like the miniature sprite of the signs. Well, whatever. It's just not something I would do today. I mean, is all I'm saying. I mean, it's just interesting to see what I was doing back then. Whatever. Oh wow, 1 HP. Why are there 2 health? That's really weird. Why are there 2 here? Why not put one of them big ones? What? So yeah, Ethos Lab has not Let's Played Infernal Sky. Good has not... not that I would watch these again. Probably not. They're not that fun to watch. It's not like they ain't no Nintendo Capri Sun. I'll tell you that. And Paul Source Jr. hasn't Let's Played Infernal Sky 2 either. The scout was sitting up there. Well, there's a lot of noise outside, but I'm not gonna just like not have fresh air. But I hope I don't get copyright striked. I remember I was playing on this map when I was listening to, what's it called, Bedroom Bedrock by Beatrice Rassenay. That album I thought was bad. Yeah, it wasn't good. I disliked Bedroom Bedrock, except for the song about the word nigga, which I thought was maybe good. Like, maybe the lyrics were interesting on that one, maybe, kind of. And what's the other one? What was the other one called? Above the Earth Haunted? Yeah. The Bedroom Bedrock, Above the Earth Haunted, and Gay and Dead were in the Essential Digibro After Dark Let's Play... playlist, which I watched. I watched all of them in that playlist. But actually, when I looked at the playlist again, it turned out I think I'd missed one of them. I think I hadn't actually watched them all. I think I might have missed one. Oh yeah, but Above the Earth Haunted actually had... I thought I thought the song Shallow on Above the Earth Haunted was pretty good. Actually, Durasane mentioned, she talked briefly about that song in her Befriending the Internet Part 4. Durasane's made lots of music. Am I ever gonna listen to it all? I don't know. Like, am I gonna listen to it all? I don't know. I haven't watched, like, there's a Bedroom Bedrock behind the scenes video, I think. And there's also, I don't know if there's an Above the Earth Haunted behind the scenes video, but there is definitely a Gay and Dead behind the scenes video. I haven't watched it. I actually downloaded it before Drasane made the videos on After Dark unlisted. I thought she was going to private them like she did with her main channel, but she just unlisted them, so I didn't need to download these videos, but it's still nice to have them here, I suppose. So I've downloaded Gay and Dead behind the scenes here, just in case I want to watch it someday. But like I said, I can still watch it on YouTube if I just search it in the spreadsheet. Is that Crazy Frog? Nah. Oh, Sokase is a medic now? There's Crazy Frog. So yeah, I really don't know what I'm gonna do this summer. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I hate women. Yukon, huh? A control point map. Ah! Ishidishi. What the frick? There we go. Oh, what? What happened? Why didn't we win all of a sudden? Was it like my team was capturing the red one there on the far right down there? And like the red team was trying to I don't know how to talk about this. Like if I number them 1 through 5, was my team trying to capture 5 and the red team was trying to recapture 4, but because my team recaptured because my team captured 5 before red team could recapture 4, we won? Was that what happened? Oh yeah, so also speaking of Minecraft versions, it updated to 1.7, or 1.17 I mean. 1.17 released like 2 days ago, I think. And like, so I played Minecraft last night, just a little bit, and I noticed that the title screen was different, but I just brushed it off. Like I didn't really, I just brushed it off. But it turns out that was because of the new version 1.17. And well, I also played Minecraft 1.2.5 yesterday just to see how it felt, and well, I mean, it feels a lot worse to play 1.2.5 than it is to play the current Minecraft. But it did feel kind of good, just how much the mobs were knocked back when you hit them, and it's nice not having to wait for the sword thingy to reload. But I suppose I don't know how to feel about the combat system change. Like, some people have argued for the new system, and I maybe agree. So I don't know. All I know is it seems to make Vex maps broken, the new combat system. Like, it's way more difficult to face off against that many enemies in the new combat system, it would seem. And definitely the hunger system sucks, though. I mean, well, the hunger system definitely, yeah, the new hunger system definitely breaks old Vex maps, and yet despite that, I'm gonna give Infernal Sky a try in the current version. Yeah, I've read, I mean, yes, so about the hunger system, I guess I would be against it. The new hunger system, I mean, it's not new anymore, but you know what I mean. The hunger system change, I guess it's bad. Someone on, I read this interesting post on Minecraft forum. I don't know if there's any truth to it. It was just kind of interesting the way it was written. Someone wrote, green text, you know, like the greater than sign. Dogbone dies in UHC in the first 5 minutes. Greater than sign. Nerfs everything. Coincidence? I think not. This new hunger system just makes players have to mash the right mouse button twice as often. As if hunger wasn't an annoying enough mechanic as it was. It is the very definition of artificial difficulty. I was playing Minecraft 1.2.5 last night, and I mean, I'm just shocked. Was this really how Minecraft was like when I first played it? I mean, Minecraft 1.2.5 was the version I started on. Like, it was the version the game was in when I bought it. And like, one thing was that when you opened the inventory, the mouse was all the way over here. Like, it jumped. The mouse was always over here when you opened the inventory. I mean, it's just annoying, like, having to press, like, double press W to run, and like not being able to hold down the right mouse button in the inventory to drop stuff, and not being able to shift click to get something out of somewhere quick or something like that. Things like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I don't remember where you couldn't do that though. But just things like that. The cows dropped so much meat though. Like, it seemed like I was getting three, what are they called? Raw beef per cow. A lot of the time anyway. I was getting like 3 slices. And lots of leather. Well, okay, maybe not. No, okay, maybe not more. Lots of leather. Nah. Maybe that stayed the same, but yeah, it seemed like I was getting a lot of meat from the cows, and also, but then at the same time, it seemed like from the pigs, I was getting less meat. Like, a lot of the time when I killed the pigs, they gave me nothing. That's not a thing anymore, I don't think. I think pigs always give you at least 1 raw pork chop when you kill them in the current game. Just a lot of differences like that. Endermen behave very differently. They just teleport around way more, and are like just less aggressive. And like when you try to swing at them, they just teleport before you can hit them. Just they teleport a lot, and then like after like a minute of that, the Enderman just stopped attacking me. It just gave up. And just, I couldn't see it anymore. It was just, had just disappeared. I wondered if it teleported into some lava or something. And whilst I was playing, one of the songs I was listening to was I was listening to some music. And one of the songs I was listening to was Billy Ward and the Dominoes, Stardust, and it reminded me of 2020 December. I mean, because that's when I rewatched Goodfellas. The first time I watched Goodfellas, which was circa 2020 April or something, I hated it. But when I rewatched it in December, I loved it. Stardust, the song, it was used in Goodfellas, and it stood out to me when I was rewatching it. That's the scene in which it was used. It was like a nice song, and I had to look it up and listen to it plenty of time, and I listened to it a lot. That Christmas break. And it's already been like 5.5 months. Time sure is passing quickly. Oh, what? Now he spawned here? Wait, what? I'm confused. Did we spawn here? But we can't get in there? Go in there? Like, what? Yep, that's Disco Mouse there. They have a Disco Mouse. Ah, thank you. Wow, what a profile picture. Oh, and by the way, you know, like how I've been saying that I've been seeing like Helltaker profile pictures, but they didn't look like anything from Helltaker that I've seen. Well, it turns out that Helltaker update I saw on Steam that Helltaker has been updated. Turns out that that is actually what was in the profile pictures. It is the update. So it's actually official, that which I saw. It's just I haven't played the update and I'm not really planning to. Yeah, I don't really feel like it's... Here's another Helltaker profile picture. Because, and how did I find that out? I think it was because Gary and Riva uploaded. Yeah, Gary and Riva played it. Yeah, here it is. Gary and Riva played the Helltaker update. Well, I don't know if that's how I found it out. Well, maybe, I guess. Maybe. Whatever. What else has Gary and Riva been playing? He's been playing... it looked kind of it looked slightly interesting, that game he played. I watched like a couple of minutes of him playing it, just like skipped into a random video. Or not random exactly, but you know. He was playing... the Miskatonic. It looks slightly interesting. He was also playing Volcano Block. It's kind of like, yeah, it's one of these maps, isn't it? Where you have like this little base and you're surrounded by lava in this one. Am I ever gonna play Corpse Party? I've had that game on my mind for half a decade. Cold Front. There is too much art to consume. A scene I've been thinking about a lot lately is the scene from Scarface 1983. What does he say? I can't really quote it verbatim, maybe. I guess I can't quote it verbatim, but it's like, it's when they're in the car on their way to the Colombians. And they're at a stop sign, and Manny's like, we gotta stay loose. You can't worry all the time. You're gonna have a heart attack. And it's funny because that's what Tony says to Manny in the It's like in the scene, like right before that one. When they quit working at the shop. Hey, Gollywash, I want to play Gollywash. Tony says too many, like, you worry too much, you're gonna have a heart attack. And then they're like... And then they say like, and then Chichi and Manny say, Miami Beach. Miami Beach, man. Oh, it was true, wasn't it? Oh, it's this map. So anyway, about 1.17, I watched Stamsite go through all the changes. And it's like Stamsite, I've talked about him before. Stamsite, he's a Swedish YouTuber who speaks Swedish in his videos. But the thing is, like, he's also quite Americanized. Just like me. I'd say I'm more Americanized than him. But I'm also pretty good at separating the two worlds, whereas Stamsite mixes the two more, because it's just easier, whereas I put in the effort to speak Swedish when I speak Swedish and speak English when I speak English. Or well, that the latter isn't really relevant. The former is speaking Swedish when you speak Swedish, not mixing the languages. Whereas Stamsite in this video, he tries not to mix the languages. He really tries, but sometimes he fails. At least that's my read on it. Like, his Minecraft game is on the Swedish language, but sometimes he like kind of like laughs at the names of the items in Swedish, because like one of the items had a really long name, because in Swedish, well, part of it is because, I guess part of why he laughed is because in Swedish or maybe in Swedish you know, when you form nouns you combine them into one big noun, so it becomes a really long word. Maybe that's why he laughed, or maybe it was just because it had a long name. Maybe that's all. Maybe he would have laughed at it in English too. I don't know. Or, well, I don't know if the English name was, I I don't know if the words for it in English are long. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. But for instance, the item cauldron. Cauldrons. A cauldron is called a kittel, and kittel in Swedish. But Stamsite says in the video that he hates that word, like what it's called in Swedish. So eventually he just calls it a cauldron instead of a kittel. Just there's a lot of Americanization. Whereas I try my best to speak Swedish when I speak Swedish, not mixing the languages. Instead of using English words, when I can't think of the Swedish word, I'll just be like, what's it called in Swedish? And sometimes I'll look it up if I have the internet readily available. Like try to find like a translation. Because sometimes it's just that I don't know the word in Swedish. I think a lot of times for Stamsite it's that he knows the word in Swedish, but he just prefers to use the English word. Yeah. So in the video he went over, did I say that? He went over some of the changes in 1.17. It seemed like, well, I mean, a lot has changed, and it's like, and some of these changes I've missed. I mean, it's not like I've been keeping up with the updates of Minecraft. So I mean, some of these things I didn't even know about, like, what was it? I don't remember. Whatever. I was considering searching for only Gully Wash. Ah, it's Harvest. Sniper. I'll wait. No, I won't. What? What the frick? What is this? Oh my fucking god. Anyway, so I guess the main reason, or at least, I don't know, a big part of why I play Team Fortress 2 instead of Overwatch is because in Overwatch you have to be there. Like, you have to be attentive in the game. Or else, and like you have to be like at the keyboard. You can't be AFK, or else you will get banned. I'm pretty sure. So, whereas in Team Fortress 2, the worst that can happen is that you get kicked. It would seem. Except, you can report a player for AFK apparently, but, I mean, I don't think anything really, I don't think that happens. I don't think anyone ever does that. It's just like, in Team Fortress 2, and like in Team Fortress 2 you can leave at any time. Whereas in Overwatch, you're not allowed to leave or they'll ban you, I think. So, yeah, that's why I play Team Fortress 2 instead of Overwatch. I mean, it's the same thing with Awesomenauts. It's the same limitations there. It's just I don't want to be locked into things. I don't want to be locked into games, is what I'm saying. I love Awesomenauts, and it has Awesomenauts. It has great, is really good. I like Awesomenauts' voice acting and music. It's a really good game, really good gameplay. Just felt I had to sing its praises. Like, often Ayla's voice lines will pop into my head. Awesomenauts has been a lot of fun, and I have videos of it on YouTube and live streams. Live stream VODs. In a playlist. Oh yeah, by the way, in MatPet's video about color that I mentioned in the previous video, he actually talked about how he had been, what was it, listening or reading, I don't know, the book, the biography of Notch. And I've been, like, I remember that book very fondly, and I've been planning to reread it. I've been considering rereading it. By the way, speaking of Notch, last night I watched a video titled Notch, What We All Got Wrong. It's a good video. I've linked it on my Tumblr. Frickin' frick. I read the biography of Notch a long time ago, when I was like 10 years old. Sitting right there on my bookshelf. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Why is Disco Mouse calling a vote to kick a fellow bot? Wow, this is really annoying. Oh my god. Well, actually, I guess I should end this video here. Goodbye.